Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network.
On December 5th, 2012, I started out on a journey to better health. I've come a long way. I'm not done yet. We're gonna check in on this edition of Go. On today's show, hanging with the boys of summer at Nat Bailey, cruising in a 66 Acadian, and the episode that got the party started on Clocked. That and more in the next 30 minutes. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. Some people won't even reveal their weight verbally in public, and here I am just showing everybody. We started out back December 5th. This is Kasey Scott. She's a personal trainer here at the Nanaimo Athletic Club, and she kicked my butt. Yeah, we're going to share some of that journey with you today. So when I started on December 5th, 165.5, 165 and a half pounds.
Wow.
I was surprised.
Tips the scales. Let's find out where we are today.
Okay, so I think I have to go down a notch even.
And you got to remember, you're always going to be a couple pounds heavier in the middle of the afternoon, fully dressed, than you are when you do your morning weigh-ins.
Yeah, I always weigh myself before breakfast, before the shower. So I've lost 21 pounds.
Woo!
21 pounds. It seems so slow. It's been 6 months.
But you know what? It's a lifestyle change, and because it's a little bit slower, it's going to last the rest of your life.
What did you think when you first saw me, when I first came in?
Well, it's like you never notice when your kids are growing, when you see them every day. So seeing you so often, it's really something that you don't notice so drastically until actually it was my dad that got us to rewatch our first show after he saw pictures of us recently and was like, wow, have a look at her, just your face, everything about you, except your great personality has changed. Not everything.
I love her.
But you know what? The numbers, all the pounds and all the inches that you've lost, they are just numbers. The real story here is the journey that Kait's been on to get these numbers to change.
And I'm a little bit uncomfortable. This was all Kasey's idea, doing this show today. So we're going to find out more about that journey, the role that Kasey played in it, and some other folks here at the Nanaimo Athletic Club. But first, it is summertime, and whether you're a baseball fan or not, catching a game at Nat Bailey Stadium in Vancouver is a summertime bucket list item. Here's Johanna Ward.
You're watching Go Island. I'm Kasey Scott. I'm here at the Nanaimo Athletic Club today with Kait Bergen.
Hi.
For the last 6 months, I've been trying to take control or help take control of Kait's journey towards health and fitness. Today, for one day only, I'm taking control of her show.
I trust her. I better.
I'm going to share a little bit of an insight on Kait. As our viewers know, she's out there every single day. She's in the community. She is showing you guys all the awesome opportunities in Nanaimo, ways to get involved in the community. But having got to know her in the last 6 months, I've learned that yes, she does indeed love her job, talks about it all the time, but there's more to Kait than just being a TV personality. Not only is she the mother of 2 super cute kids, she has also come across a new passion, and it's a passion for fitness. And I don't know if she knows it yet, but unlike 6 months ago when it was a chore to put on those running shoes, or it was a chore to phone in and find out when's there a spin class or what kind of a class we can offer her today that's going to fit her schedule. And if nothing fits her schedule, she'd just jump into her runners. But today, fitness it's not an option. It is part of Kait's lifestyle, am I right?
That's right. I'm hearing all this for the first time, too. She's making me blush.
We went on one of our first runs in the fall. There was a whole group of us, my husband, my nephew, some of our friends, women that Kait had just met. We decided to go 11 kilometers, pretty much all uphill for one of our first days out.
Yeah, that was fun.
Kait would put on her headset and she would say, I really don't mean to be rude. I'm not antisocial. I can't talk. I don't want to talk to you guys. Music really motivates me. And I thought, okay, whatever. So we head out on the run and she would shoo us along and say, don't wait, just go. I'll get there eventually. And I remember at one point sending my husband and nephew back because I just wanted them to motivate and push her along. But you know what? Kait wasn't there for them. She wasn't there for me. Kait ran in the moment. And that was how I knew in the beginning of the journey that the end of the journey was going to turn out the way it did.
Aww. And then we jumped in the ocean after that. We jumped into Departure Bay Beach.
And lo and behold, the next time we ran together was about 2 months later. We had done a strength training workout. We headed to Butter Tubs. Again, puts on her little headset, doesn't want to talk to us. Don't ever run alone with her. She's very boring. But you know what? She took the lead. And I remember looking at Gay going, what the heck are we going to do? And away she went. And she did. She finished Butter Tubs a few steps ahead of us.
I think I did Butter Tubs in twice around in 13 minutes one time. But Okay.
I think you've done enough rows.
Okay, I could stop now. And you're in charge, which means you're kind of on time, right?
Yeah.
I'm known for going over. So we're going to be back more with here on Go Island with Kasey Scott after a short break. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. Getting a little workout in here with Kasey Scott. I couldn't let her have control for too long. Although now she's going to ask all the questions, and she says she has lots. So it's all your. Oh, forgot to dip.
Keep squatting.
Talking and squatting at the same time.
So I've been in this industry probably for, well, we won't say how long, but a really long time. I've had some really fit clients. I've had some really unfit clients. I think it's safe to say you kind of fell somewhere in the middle when we first met.
Yeah. I hadn't done anything for about a year. Any exercise to speak of. I didn't like the feel of my own body, in my own body. I knew I was overweight. Looking back at the video, holy smokes, I don't want to get to that place again. This is a lifestyle for sure.
How about fears? What would you say is the most, what kind of stops you? What holds you back from?
Well, I think as you mentioned with the running in a group, I didn't want to be judged. I was scared of being judged as being a waste of somebody's time. You and Shane Cavanaugh were very generous with the time. I didn't want to waste it. So I think I was just scared of failing.
And how do you feel about your accomplishments? I know you're happy, you look great, but what's going on in that head of yours?
Sometimes I sort of sit back and go, is this really me? Am I the one that's running out the door for a jog? Am I the one who wants to sign up for a 10K? Am I the one whose clothes are getting too big? I love it, actually. I love it.
Can tell. Finish up by telling us, if you knew somebody else that was you 6 months ago and really wanted to make these lifestyle changes, what would you say? How do you think that you can inspire and motivate other people to get this life?
I'm glad to see you breathing a little heavy too.
Yes.
Don't be scared, or you know what? It's okay to be scared. Just be it and feel it and know that there's no rush. I thought I would lose 20 pounds in 8 weeks. It's been 6 months. I haven't failed. Took me longer, but there's no way I'm going back. The longer it took, the more I value it, and the more it becomes a part of my lifestyle. One step at a time, and just accept yourself and love yourself, because it's one of the best things you can do for yourself.
And just quickly, diet or exercise, which one do you think contributes the most, or are they equal?
I think they're pretty equal. I think starting with the exercise is easier than starting with the diet. I still have a lot of work to do in the diet. Feeling healthier from exercising just naturally made me cut out a lot of the crap. I think in 6 months I've been to fast food place 3 times, whereas before it was probably once a week, and that just happens naturally.
And to wrap it up, do you want to stop doing this yet?
Yeah, she keeps us to wrap it up, like, well, then the competitive side comes out, and if she can do it, I could do it, but yeah, that's not really true. She's a pretty fit lady. We're going to throw things over now to Rianne LaPlante. It's another edition of Calendar Cars, a 66 Acadian with outdoor handles.
Still ahead today on Go Island, a one-of-a-kind Canadian-made classic and a look back at another potential classic. It's the first edition of Clocked. That and more still to come today on Go Island.
You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. Never thought I would be a runner. I signed up for a 5K, and Kasey and some other friends saw that I was doing that and pushed me just a little bit farther. We're going to tell you what that push was later on this edition of Go. You see that? Tough Mudder Finisher 2013. You do not get one of these shirts until you cross the finish line at Tough Mudder. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. I blame Kasey. People say, why did you sign up for Tough Mudder? Because I was so scared. And I said peer pressure, because this lady just doesn't take no for an answer.
But would you do it again?
I would absolutely do it again.
That's right.
Absolutely.
So I saw a post, and Kait was looking at doing a 5K run. This was going to be her big goal.
It was a big deal for me back then. That was a big deal.
But sadly for Kait at the time, I was in the process of putting together a Tough Mudder team. One of my clients here wanted to do Tough Mudder and needed some people to do it with her. So it was never intended to be a competitive team. We all knew we didn't care how how long it took to complete the course. The goal was just to pull in people, and for me it was so neat, from all different walks of my life, from my husband, my nephew, my cousin, my best friend, my clients, just a really cool group of people.
I was scared, again, like I was scared of being the last one running. I was scared of making the whole team wait. And it's about overcoming fears. Rihanna was on our team, a friend of yours. She was scared of everything that she was supposed to do at Tough Mudder.
Tells us the night before that she can't swim, she's claustrophobic, and what else?
Scared of heights.
Scared of heights.
Okay, yeah, Tough Mudder is perfect for you.
But we went up on the rooftop the night before and we threw her in the middle of the pool at the hotel and we learned to doggy paddle. And you know what? We all crossed the finish line. All 10 of us, and all at the same time.
Yeah, and it really hit home. Teamwork, overcoming your fears, and having the right people around you telling you that you can do it. I didn't believe that I could do it. Kasey believed that I could do it. My other teammates believed that I could do it. And they obviously knew better than I did. So get that support system around you if you're trying to reach a goal. And the goal, I believe now, for Todd Jones and Derek Johnstone is to beat the clock. Here's where it all started with episode number 1. Clocked edition number 9 is being shot later this week. That was a look back at episode number 1. If you have an idea that you think would stump the boys, you can send me an email, kate.bergen@sjrb.ca. That brings us to the end of this edition of Go Island, but not the end of my journey to better health. I still want to lose another 10 pounds. It's not so much about those 10 pounds anymore as it is about the way I feel in my clothes, the satisfaction of reaching a goal. And one of the lessons of many that I've learned over the last 6 months is that you're not going to do perfect or be perfect every day. You're going to slip, you're going to fall, you're going to think that, oh, the last week was a write-off and now I'm right back to square one. As long as you keep moving forward just a little bit, you're never back to square one. It's always easier just to pick up and go where you left off than it is to fall back into the patterns that you wanted to lose in your life in the first place. I can't thank Kasey enough, as well as Shane Kavanaugh and everybody here at the Nanaimo Athletic Club and the Tough Mudder team. You guys, those guys were absolutely amazing. I can't wait to do Tough Mudder again. And I'm not signing up for no 5K anymore. It's a 10K, baby, all the way. We'll see you next time.
Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network. Clothing supplied by Catwalk Fashions. Kate's hair and aesthetics provided by Maffeo Salon.